Would it be, y'all? I hope y'all are having a fabulous day. I am driving to my last client of the day. And as y'all don't know, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. This is a little bit about me video. I am watching the road, just so that you know. I'm not looking up at you. I live in Tampa Bay, Florida. A personal trainer. Been a personal trainer since 2003. Was in the Army, 82nd Airborne. Got out in 2003 and then went to school for computer crime investigation because I wanted to go into counterterrorism, but then realized that that really wasn't the right fit for me, law enforcement and all that, because I love people. I love helping people. I love making people laugh. And if I'm going into an industry where it's negative in nature, especially when you become public enemy number one, hell no, sucker! So I ended up getting a job at, back then, I don't even know if Xerox is still around, but I was a collection rep. So I would call major universities and be like, yo, you owe $400,000 on the copy machines. Why aren't you paying your invoices? You gotta pay up, man. You gotta pay up. I was gonna say sucker, but I know that I've been saying that a lot lately. I need to stop. My wife is like, baby, did you just call me sucker? I'm like, yeah, sucker. I pity the fool. But yeah, I've been personal trainer since 2003. No, excuse me. I got out of the Army in 2003, and then 2004 I became a personal trainer and worked for a pretty big gym for 8 years. And then in 2009, I got a major opportunity to work with Under Armour and to travel all around the world to do, if you ever heard of the Under Armour football, high school football combines. Look at that. The Popo. Like, I got enough speeding tickets. I don't need to get another one. And I just got another one like 2 weeks ago. But yeah. And I was a youth pastor for the church that we just planted. And man, I was living the dream, man. It was an incredible experience being able to teach God's love to kids. And my pastor was always saying, like, when we would be in the men's group, separate from the youth group, he would tell us, like, you know, the best way to learn the Bible and learn stories of within the Bible is to teach children, because you have to dumb it down for them and use analogies and stuff. And like David and Goliath, and David was, you know, this little shepherd. If I remember correctly, it's been a long time since I told this particular story in this particular way. But David was a shepherd boy, and he was like the two armies are going to go at it, and nobody wanted to go down and face Goliath. And this little shepherd boy was like, "Kid, oh, there's another Popo." That's why the traffic is backed up. You could tell. Like, everyone's like, "Hell no, I ain't getting pulled over," and everyone's back like way over there, heading that way. Like, why are you guys stopping? Like, is there an accident up ahead? It's like, nah, people are bottlenecking, like making sure that they don't get a speeding ticket. But yeah, David was like walking up and down the lines. It was like carrying pizza and giving refreshments to everyone. You want a slice? You want a slice? You want a slice? You want a slice? Here's some water. Here's a Sprite. And he sees down in the valley the giant. And then none of like the best soldiers in the army were going down to find them. They're like looking at each other like, hell no, it's like a bunch of deathsteers, like suited with like level 2 punishers, seeing an Ancelot coming towards them, and like they all look at each other, like all three of them are like, hell no, son, we can't get them all at one time. We can't get them as individuals. This is a loss, fool. I'm backing up. I'm going the other way. And everyone avoids the Ancelot. And then the shepherd boy is like, oh man, you hold this box, I'm gonna take his ass down. And so he runs up on the Ancelot like a pimp. Like a pimp. Galahad. Or a stalker. And just walks around him. And the Ancelot's way too damn slow to catch up to him. And the stalker's like with his little punishers, his level 10 punishers, and just wrapping around him like a boa and just chopping away on the inside of the Ansel shield. And Ancelot's like, oh my God, like, why is this happening to me? This is too much. He got owned, fool. Sucker. Anyway, so yeah, teaching the Bible to children or whatever. And then this friend of mine just randomly texted me in the middle of the night. Was like, oh man, the scripture, Joshua 1 verse 9. Joshua 1, I think it's colon 9, the 2 dots. And yeah, the scripture stood out to me. Go, check it out. So I immediately jumped up and went to go look in the Bible. Be strong. Well, it depends on the translation, because you got the NIV, NLT. There's so many different. King James, New King James. Be strong and courageous, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. And I think that was the NLT because it was the most simple, broken down Bible verse. So I'm like, oh man, this is dope. And I'm going to put this on my name tag at the gym that I work at. And so everyone is going to see my name is Joshua, but there's a 1:9. Is that a Bible verse? I'm like, yeah, that's a Bible verse. Oh my gosh, what is it? What does it mean? I'm like, be strong and courageous, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So Jewish, atheist, Muslim, it doesn't matter. Christian, like everyone was like, oh man, that's really cool, man. That's really cool. Fist bump. And so I wore that on my name tag every day. And so up to a year later, it was like almost exactly a year later. I had some pain in my groin and I went to go to the doctor because the pain was excruciating. And I noticed that one of my testicles was bigger, like double the size of the other one, and it was rock hard. And so the doctor checked it out, and I could see that like it was almost like a sobering face that she gave me. And she was like, "Man, we need to get you over to the urologist, which is a doctor that specializes in reproductive organs, prostate, all that stuff." And so I went over there, and he had the Christian Fish or whatever it was, and his wife was a member of the gym that I was a trainer at. And it was all these like little signs of like, be strong and courageous because I am with you. I'm with you wherever you go. And in the people, I am in the people. I'm in the environment. I'm in the soil that you're standing on. I'm with you. So I'm like, damn, this is pretty intense, man. And they did the ultrasound and they found that I, in fact, have cancer. And they said that I needed to get emergency surgery because it was going to start spreading into my lymphatic system. Because you have lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are like, think of like lymph nodes as garbage cans in your house. And the routes that you take from garbage can to garbage can, like you have a bathroom, you have a couple bathrooms, you have a kitchen, you have wherever you have, trash cans outside. And the route that you walk is like your lymphatic system, and the ducts, D-U-C-T-S, ducts, the lymphatic ducts are like the garbage cans. And the trash that shows up in your system through your blood and through energy that you've used up, your metabolic process, becomes waste. And that waste gets pushed into lymphatic system, and the lymphatic system gets rid of it. That's why when you get a cold, you sometimes get like a flu or something. You get those like your tonsils get swollen, and they always check for like your lymph nodes in your throat and in your armpit and in your stomach to see if there's any type of swelling, because that swelling is indicative of infection. Your body's fighting something off. And so I ended up getting I had to get surgery. And then I got surgery. It was like, dang, I don't even remember what it was. It was like December 24th 3rd or something like that of 2010. And then they told me that I had to go to, I had to get chemo. And so I called up one of my old clients that I used to train at the same gym, like 3 years before that. And I called him, I sent him a text in the middle of the night when I just like realized, like, all of it was just dawning on me that, dude, I got cancer. Like, I'm not supposed to have cancer, like, because you don't think it's ever going to happen to you. And so I texted, and then he called me back, and he said, I'll take care of you, because he owned, at that time it was Gulf Coast Oncology. Oncology is like, if you've ever had somebody go through cancer treatment, radiation, chemotherapy, chances are you went to an oncologist office to be with that person, or you yourself to get treatment. And so he took care of me, and he was like, yeah, man, we're gonna have to do like 3 rounds of chemo, which is 3 weeks each, so a total of 9 weeks. And the first week was 5 days a week for like 8+ hours, sitting in a hospital, hooked up to an IV and getting chemo. And the 3 drugs that I had to get was etoposide, bleomycin, and cisplatin, which fucked me up. Excuse my language, but that's like the only word that I can. That word is appropriate. And then 2 weeks later, started losing my hair, lost all my hair, and then all the steroids that they were giving me, I ended up puffing up, and I looked like a damn albino. It was really bad. And nothing against anyone that is albino, but the fact that I was a very tanned, very hard body, you know what I mean? Like, I was working out all the time. I was an athlete, man. I was on top of the world when it comes to my health. And then all of a sudden, like, I become pale white with no hair. It was just bad, man. It was just real bad. So that's why I used the albino reference. And so I was like going through that, man. It was an ordeal. And so I got had different perspective on life, man, for real. And then fast forward, you know, I left Lifestyles. I went out on my own, and I've been doing personal training in people's homes ever since 2012. But the really cool thing, man, is like during the whole time I had to stop work. And I couldn't get paid when I was training because I was just going in just because of being social. My wife was a full-time nursing student and a full-time employee, and she was a full-time caregiver to a cancer patient. Trooper, dog, for real. She was a trooper. And they had a function for me at the gym, Lifestyles, where they brought all artists and football players from the Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Rays players. I mean, like, they put on a benefit for me to help me pay for treatment, because I couldn't afford this stuff. Like, if y'all know what, man, woo. But I was humbled, man. I didn't expect that. You know, when you treat people with love and respect, like how I treat you guys, I treat everyone with love and respect, man, because you never know when you're down and out, when you don't have the strength to stand, people will come to your rescue. Everyone wants to be a hero to somebody. Everyone does. And when you feel like a defeated, a hero that has been defeated, like Superman was defeated by the kryptonite, there's always that thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you're not a good athlete, or you're not a good distance runner, you get paired up in a competition with people that are distance runners. If you are a track athlete, where you're a sprinter, 40, 100, relay, doesn't matter, 400, 800, and you get paired up with someone, you get paired up with a team to play basketball or football or soccer in the US, it'll be football everywhere else in the world, you're not going to succeed. You're going to fail because you didn't train for that. I didn't train for this. But people came to be next to me and help me and lift me up. And I'm completely indebted. So, came across War Robots. like a year and a half ago, and bro, like, I was in a really bad depression, and then I came across this game, War Robots, and it was just like I started grinding, and until I got to like level like 25, and then I got picked up by a clan, and they lifted me up, man, and they taught me the ins and outs, and then I just became good at it, and I loved the whole communication. I didn't even find out about Discord and clan matches and Facebook community and stuff until later. But I'm glad that I did, even though it was later. I have a more of appreciation for it because I grinded without it, without the community. And that's why I love the community as much as I do. And I love you guys as much as I do. My wife doesn't get it, but you guys are like extended family. I never met most of y'all. Actually, I never met any of y'all really in person. A lot of you like Facebook and Discord and stuff, but you know, I love the community, even the trolls, because they you can't enjoy the sweet without it bitter. So I'm almost to my appointment, but this is a nice long video to let you know a little bit about who I am and how I roll. So until the next video, and hopefully I'm gonna be able to get some good footage tonight when I finish up with work, so, and be able to post it later today. Have a blessed day, y'all. Peace.